Hello, and welcome to Introducing SalesFitRx for Managers. In this brief video, I'll give a quick orientation to main features of the Managers version of SalesFitRx. I'll be showing the web application. There's a mobile app too, but this is the best place to start. And of course, there are rep versions of both the web app and the mobile app that are very similar, but don't include all of the information that's available to the manager. I'll point out some of the differences along the way. When you first open the web app, you begin in Focus View. In this view, the first thing you'll notice is the Objective panel. Setting goals, tracking progress, and measuring performance plays a huge role in success, so we put it right up front for you. It's powerful and flexible. You can set objectives for your direct reports, both team and individual objectives, and for yourself. The people on your team can also set their own goals in addition to the quotas you set for them. Objectives can be set for nearly anything that can be counted or measured. So not only can you set sales quotas, you can also set quotas for things like numbers of calls made, or amount of time spent cold calling, or following up with existing customers for new opportunities. In your Objectives panel, you'll see your team's progress against team quotas, as well as your own personal progress toward your own goals. All of the reps have their own Objective panel, where they see their progress against the quotas you've set, as well as their progress against any goals they've set for themselves. Below the Objective panel, SalesFitRx displays a leaderboard. Leaderboards are great for building competition and keeping a team motivated. Like the Objective panel, it's updated in real time. Here you see how your reps rank in the selected metric, in this case sales. The reps see a similar version, but with less detail. Notice that the leaderboard shows who's moving up, who's moving down, and can even show when someone's on fire. Now, here's where SalesFitRx shows the current status of each rep. This isn't shown in the rep view. Statuses are simply time categories you choose for how you want SalesFitRx to track everyone's time. Common ones include phone meetings, in-person meetings, travel, customer support, company reports, and so on. But you can customize them to your own needs. This is a good place to have a general idea of what everyone's working on without being intrusive and distracting them with emails and phone calls. Next, you see where each rep stands against the selected metric, shown here as a percentage. See the thumb icon? This is one of several places you can give a quick pat on the back to someone by giving them a thumbs up. They get notified instantly in several ways, and everyone else sees it as well. It's simple but powerful positive reinforcement. Clicking this icon shows more information about the rep. Top 5 sales, the trend, and the current quota, and percentage of attainment. There's also a place to send a nudge, which is just a message to the rep. At the right of the leaderboard, you'll find the live activity feed. Everyone sees one, but as the manager, yours will show more detail. Here you'll see things like sales that have closed and other objective updates, status updates, objectives that have been met, thumbs up, and nudges. You can choose to see updates for the entire team or focus on an individual. As with the leaderboard, you can give a quick thumbs up in recognition of something notable, or just to pump somebody up. Ringing the bell to announce a sale is a time-honored tradition that SalesFitRx is proud to embrace. Who doesn't like to let everyone know that they've closed a deal? I'm using the standalone version of SalesFitRx, so I enter the information. But if you're using Salesforce, you'd pick from a list and close it here, or close it in Salesforce, which would then update SalesFitRx. Bottom line, no extra work for you. You update non-sales objectives here. Simply select your objective, specify how many, and click the button. That's it. The Objective panel updates to show your success. If you choose to use SalesFitRx to help improve your own time management, and we encourage you to do so, there are times you may want to manually change your status. Most of the time, SalesFitRx can guess what type of thing you're doing and track your time for you. But when you want to just tell SalesFitRx what you're doing, you can do that here by choosing from the drop-down list. SalesFitRx's robust reporting is where all of the information that SalesFitRx collects for you really pays off. This is where you and your team members will gain the insight that will enable you to increase selling time, allocate your time more effectively, become more organized, and develop best practices. Let's take a look at the time utilization report. This report shows how people are really allocating and using their time. When you first select a team member, SalesFitRx begins by showing you their time for the selected period, broken into selling and non-selling time. You can compare the selected person's time to the leaders of your group, as well as to the average. The rep can see this too, so they know how they compare. Scrolling down the report, you see a daily breakdown, with key metrics overlaid, in this case sales. This helps you compare the data being collected against the results you care about, so you can spot trends. Obviously, as you increase selling time, you expect to see that pay off in increased sales. Now, let me show you how you can dig deeper. As an example, if too much non-selling time is an issue for you, as it is for most companies, you can focus on that, and SalesFitRx will filter the information for you accordingly. In this way, you can ask increasingly detailed questions and get specific answers to help you identify and solve the real issues preventing you from being more successful. Next, let's take a look at the time organization report. This report shows how organized people are in their work. For example, Bob here is quite organized about how he goes about his day. It looks like Monday kicks off with a company meeting, followed by some email time, then prospecting, and so on. It looks like he tends to schedule his prospecting time early each day. Maybe because he doesn't like it, but knows he needs to do it, and so he gets it done and out of the way. He also appears to try and schedule multiple in-person meetings on the same day when possible, to minimize travel time. To be this organized, Bob has to have a plan, and he probably uses his calendar to block out time and make sure he sticks to his plan. He also probably uses SalesFitRx's calendar plugin to keep the information in SalesFitRx up to date, so he gets the best possible information back from it. In contrast, here's another rep who's not quite as organized. The difference is obvious. There's a lot of jumping from task to task, no apparent effort to schedule certain activities at certain times, and appointments requiring travel are scattered throughout the week. This is actually how most people work without being aware of it, and improving their time organization is actually one of the simplest ways to begin to work more effectively and increase selling time. SalesFitRx provides the visual reinforcement to help people begin improving their time organization right away. Next, let's take a look at the time comparison report. This report helps you compare how your reps are using their time. The first view is by selling and non-selling time. The pie chart shows the breakdown for the entire team. This team's doing a little better than average. The average for all sales teams is 35%. The column chart at the right breaks it down by individual. Drilling down into selling time, we see that, not surprisingly, there's a pretty strong correlation between the amount of time selling and the results. In the interest of seeing how we can recover non-selling time and convert it to selling time, we can drill down into the non-selling time. Here we see that there's a lot of time being spent on customer support, company reports, and company meetings. There are probably some opportunities there. To find out, we scroll down and view by status. Let's select those three statuses. Now we can see who's spending the most time on those activities and who's spending the least. Maybe some people are being asked to participate in meetings they don't really need to be in. Maybe some reps have learned how to finish their reports more quickly and can share their secrets with others who are struggling. Or maybe there are reports that can be simplified or omitted entirely. And maybe some reps need to be careful to not get sucked into so much customer support. This report helps you begin to focus on questions like these. And then the individual time report you saw earlier can help you start to get the answers. That's it for this quick introduction and overview. Thanks for your time. Be sure to check back often for new videos that will help you get the most out of SalesFitRx.